Alrighty. Hello, world. What's up, guys? Oh shit, I can hear myself on my own stream. That's not good. What's up, everyone? Let me show you my face. It's kind of gross. But what's up? How's it going? Single player Nacho here. We're doing Resident Evil 7's monsters, bosses, tiers list. There are actually quite a few to look over, but let's talk about Resident Evil 7. It was a very, I mean, think about it this way: Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 7. Two totally different games. I mean, thematically, story wise, gameplay wise, absolutely so many like different things that happen. I mean, just a lot. So we're gonna switch over here to the huge wall that is Tier Maker. Look at this. This is beautiful. Isn't this beautiful? This is so many horrible creations from Umbrella. I mean, just like, what is a gyozo? You know? There's so many interesting ones for sure. I mean, I can't even really. I mean, imagine making lore videos for every single one of these. That'd be insane. So let me just go ahead and get to some messages. We have, oh shit, we have quite a few comments here. The Karen was the best monster, says Devon. Yes, Karen, which is Marguerite, I guess, in Resident Evil 7. Is Marguerite a Karen in Resident Evil 7? I think we can safely say that she would be. IDK, some random person, how's it going? Nice to see you here. Story-wise, Jack, presence-wise, my name's Ethan too. Ethan's hand as a monster would be S tier, for sure. That thing has regenerative. What the fuck did I just say? Regenerative powers. Is that hand? Anyway, what else do you guys say here? Thanks for everyone that's joining in. We're doing this. We're grading every single Resident Evil 7 monster and boss. There's quite a few actually. I think there's different variations of the molded. There's some not a hero monsters as well. And that's the thing about this game, is that every character was very well written. So a lot of them are going to end up on that S tier for sure. I mean, it's kind of hard to, I don't know. Let me see here. Make sure the stream didn't stop. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. So, hi, small boy. How tall are you? Okay. Let's see. I played Resident Evil 4 and 5. Hello, Dark Wraith Attila. How's it going? Have you seen Outlast Trials? I will. And oh yeah, after this, by the way, before we even start, after this stream, I'm gonna be streaming over at Twitch. We're doing the Resident Evil 4 Mercs 100k point challenge. Let me see if I could find the stupid little ad I made for this thing. Right here. There she is. Oh, whoops. There we go. Right here. We're going to do that afterwards, after the stream. So if you guys want, you can jump over to that. But let's start. Let's look at all these beautiful creations, huh? Where do we even start? There's so many. Let's see. I guess molded. It's the very first one. RIP. That's weird. Yeah, the stream says it's going just fine. I'm not sure if it's YouTube or anything. Stream on Switch, yeah. Yeah, Twitch channel is Single Player Nacho on Twitch. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's buffering right, because right here it says it's fine. I'll probably just, I don't know if I should just close this. I don't know. It is buffering fine on my end though, guys. I'm not sure. That's weird. Yeah, it's absolutely fine here. All right, is everything cool? Are we good? I'm not sure if it's the ads or I don't know. Working fine for me, King. Oh, I love that. I love that nickname. Back notch. Oh, I guess it's not working for some people. I'm not sure. We good? We good? All right, let's just start. Let's just keep going. If anyone doesn't catch it, of course, thankfully YouTube does record these things. We're starting with my personal favorites, bugs. Bugs. We good? Where do you even put bugs? You know, because bugs, they're pretty fucking annoying. Oh, actually, I want to start with this, right? There's no F tier. There is no F tier in Resident Evil 7. Let's just get that out of the way. F tier is non-existent to me. And bugs, all right, someone is already saying D tier for bugs. I think we can safely put bugs on D tier because they're just quite an annoyance and they are simply bugs. Can you really build a character around bugs? I mean, I don't think you can really at all. So, bugs is on D tier. And we're moving on to spiders. From bugs to spiders, where do you put spiders? You know, they're just an aesthetic for, you know, the Marguerite part of the game. You know, you gotta put spiders on D tier. They're not really a nuisance. I mean, I guess they are kind of a nuisance getting to items and stuff like that from stuff. I will say though, if there are some really interesting molded characters, monsters, I should say. So if we don't find any, if I don't remember them, I should say, I'm gonna look up some clips because I think we all need a refresher from Resident Evil 7. So those are annoying. Spiders are cool. Yeah. C, D tier. Yeah, we're our D tier is getting loaded up pretty good so far. Evelyn is awesome. Ooh, I'm really excited to actually talk about that and where I'm gonna place Evelyn. So anyway, two blade molded. That's one that we really have to like look up. Actually, we have to look that one up. I'm sure it's from Not a Hero though. So why don't we look up two blade molded? I don't know if there's like a whole video on this, but we'll see. You know, I'm pretty sure though. Like, let's just Google it actually. 7 two blade molded. It looks cool though. It looks really cool so far. Like even just from that tiny image. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, this one. Yeah, the one with the huge extendable arms. I really like this one. I like the design actually because there are obviously a few molded that are pretty similar in terms of style and design, but two-bladed molded. Where will we put you? As a matter of fact, where the fuck are you? There you are. Okay, we're gonna put two-bladed molded just off the merit of design-wise on B tier. We're gonna do B tier because I do want to see gameplay of it, of course. B tier, beautiful design. Yeah. Like I said, it looks very Krauser like actually. If you can if you can really see up close. I don't know how much. I'm going on the wiki here at this point, but yeah, this little image here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Anyway, moving on. So let's see what the chat's got to say. What you doing on incognito, Nacho? Yeah, I mean the problem with my actual browser is that it doesn't allow me to do. It's like a firewall issue. It has to do with the stream. I promise you. Okay. History has been cleared anyway. All right. We're not getting to Marguerite's nudes here. Yeah. Thanks for joining the stream, everyone that's watching. Thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. I hope it's working. Because I did try everything I could to make sure everything goes well. Where are we at? Let's get to one of the main guys, huh? Jack Baker. Yeah, Jack Baker. Where do we put Jack Baker, guys? It's working, thank God. S. S. Regards from. Thank you for joining, Franco Bassi from Argentina. That's amazing. Thanks for watching and checking out the stream. S. I think, I can't even make an argument here. It's pretty obvious that Jack Baker, all in all, in every aspect of the character, even from the introduction, from when we first started seeing Jack Baker in the trailers and in gameplay demos, I mean, it's obvious. S tier for Jack Baker, 1,000,000,000%. Everything about Jack Baker as sort of even like the main antagonist, like behind Evelyn, of course, she's sort of like the Resident Evil 7 main antagonist. But Jack Baker, even just the transitions from the boss fights, from that huge fucking gargantuan monster, swamp monster, and his appearance in Not a Hero was also pretty good. Or sorry, End of Zoe, the DLC. I mean, really, S+ here. Overall S tier, yeah, it's good, and he is such a. It's there's too many aspects I can't even talk about. Like, there's this whole aspect of his family. You know, he's a family man. If we saw that tragic backstory of him basically in the I just don't even remember these terms right now, but the hive mind, when he was trapped in that, he was just trying to get back his family, you know, like that was pretty sad to see. And overall, just a very well written character. Love all the horror references from old classic horror movies that Jack Baker has. I mean, I love that character. S plus. If I could, it's S plus. All right, S is S plus. Okay. So Mia Winters. Mia Winters. Where are we putting Mia Winters, guys? Here's Daddy. I mean, who? Come on, that's awesome. I love Jack Baker. C tier for me for Mir. C tier for Mir. S tier for Mia. That's interesting. C tier. Okay, my wife Emily Barlow says. I'm actually very interested to see Mia's involvement in Resident Evil 8 and where that's going to put her in the tier list. Because we have to remember, Mia was the first encounter in terms of enemies in Resident Evil 7. She was the introduction into what the fuck was going on in the entire storyline. That was a pretty cool boss fight. Okay, so she has that. She has that benefit. That was a cool boss fight in the beginning where we have to shoot our wife. She has a fucking chainsaw. That was pretty cool. But then sort of it starts to, like, her storyline starts to slow down. I don't know, like in terms of character or monster, that's the thing. That's sort of like the difference we're trying to make here. It's already confirmed Mia is getting shot in the first sequence in RE8. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did hear about that. B tier. Curlito769, thanks for joining the stream. B tier. Oh, okay, this is difficult, guys, because I'm actually thinking otherwise. I'm not thinking B tier. I mean, okay, we're gonna separate, all right? We're gonna separate the monster Mia and character Mia because there are two separate things. So, I think, okay, I might get hate, but I'm gonna put Mia Winters as the monster in C tier because we didn't see enough, all right? And we just didn't see enough from that. I think Butterface tier. There's this whole thing with Mia and her like chin. I don't know. She doesn't have a strong enough chin for people. I'm not sure. Monster A, normal C. Yeah, I think that's the problem with sort of rating Mia. It's kind of difficult. Let's look up some clips from Mia's involvement. Mia, Resident Evil 7 on incognito, by the way. Boss fight. Just the cutscene though. Wait, what is this? Alternate secret boss fight? Is this real? Oh right, yeah. And just simply this scene where she is transitioning back from normal Mia to sort of monster Mia. This was pretty cool, actually. Oh fuck! Oh, that's right. You can kill her. I didn't kill her. That's the thing. I didn't actually kill her. Granny should be F tier. Crazy ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, I should say. This is pretty cool. I might move Mia up a tier because I didn't remember this. Anyways, shout out to Rabid Retrospect Games because I'm using their clip, but you have to kill her, but it's Madhouse Marijuana. Yeah, this is pretty cool, actually. And this is pretty violent, so we're gonna switch out. Look at that mouth, by the way. All right, we're moving Mia up a B tier because that I did completely forget about that alternate boss fight. So we're okay. Mia Winters, you get B tier, but overall, I would say upper C tier, lower B tier. That's what I would say. I think she was okay as a monster. Definitely creepy when climbing up the stairs, but really intense when she gets the chainsaw. Yeah, that chainsaw. I love this game, dude. I love Resident Evil 7 with all the callbacks. That's the thing. You can love it or hate it. What you can't say is that it was for sure a transitional game in terms for the series because when you look at Resident Evil 6 and you look at Resident Evil 7, they are completely different games. And then when you look at Resident Evil 3, you look at Resident Evil 4, they're also completely different games. So they're both, whether you like them or not, they are both transitional, and they evolve the series one way or the other. So I like it though. Personally, I did like the game. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to Mama Mold. Holy shit, what a name, huh? What a name, Mama Mold. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing has lines, like actual vocal lines in the game. Let's look up Mama Mold. Why not? Mama Mold. Look at that. It's even a predefined search result. I don't want to. Let's do this one. Hopefully. Oh, we got an ad. Do not look at this. Not that it matters. I mean, I don't care. Oh, here. Yeah, donate to their Patreon because I am using their footage. So this is Mama Mold, apparently. Wow. All right, not a hero. Holy shit. This is pretty cool. Holy shit, dude. This is cool. And you got some regular molded behind her. I like Mama Mold. No, Mama Mold, I have to give Mama Mold a pretty good benefit. It looks pretty cool design. It's like a sort of wide, yeah, A tier, I would say. I would agree with you, Bakester55. Everyone that's joining onto the stream, thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. We are rating Resident Evil 7 monsters and bosses. B tier, A tier for A for Mama. Not a hero was great because the storyline was more explained. Yeah, I think it was less, vague as the main storyline. You would say C, A tier. We are going, because we always have to remember whenever we're rating like tiers or whatever, we have to remember what the tier list is for. And this is purely for monsters in terms of design, gameplay, sound design, overall involvement, story-wise. So if we're just gonna base this off of design, because that's basically what it is. It's not really a, it's not gonna talk to us and talk to Chris Redfield about what the fuck's going on in Resident Evil 8. We're putting Mama Mold on A tier, just based on design overall. I actually, it's just a huge hulk of a beast, if that makes any sense. So we're going A tier, lower A tier, upper B tier for Mama Mold, for sure. Maybe because it's just a recycled molded from the main game. It is sort of, and I actually did want to get to a point for the molded in this game. They are very similar in design, but they are also, it matches with what the theme of the game was. It was a more mature theme around the game. So obviously the monsters are going to have sort of similar design, just like a oozing black sort of exterior and stuff like that. Like compared to what Resident Evil 1 had, it had huge snakes and like very sort of ridiculous monsters. Of course, they're classic, so I have to respect them, but it's just a different type of game for sure. So Mama Mold, A tier. Yeah, okay. Eevee next. Swamp Jack, SS plus tier. Swamp Jack. That was a pretty cool reveal at the end there for Swamp Jack, actually. Eevee, okay, we're gonna do Eevee next, because we have to talk about Evelyn. Evelyn. Where do we put Evelyn, guys? S++, is that for him? S. Interesting. Very interesting. C tier. S definitely. Eevee between A and S. S plus there. As you can see, there's some answers that are very varied. It's either S plus, or you're going down to F or C. That's the thing about this character. She's very problematic in terms of, being the main boss and having this sort of the third end of the game, sort of, coming out as the main boss. It was, I don't know, If you know a lot about the lore, she is easily S plus tier, I think, because there are so many things that Resident Evil 7 introduced. You know, the connections or what this little freaking creature came to be. And even just her appearances as the grandma, randomly around the house, that was pretty cool, honestly. Um, I don't. This is hard. Let's see, C tier. Old Evie made me jump a few times. Yeah, no, I was actually replaying Resident Evil 7 for some reason, and I found her, old Grandma Evie, underneath the house, but I'd never seen her there, and that was the first time I seen her. I scared the fuck out of me. It really did. Her laugh in your face jump scare was pure cringe. It was actually. That was pretty bad. Every time I replay this game, that little moments where that laugh is just like, come on. And we have to think about like inspiration. What is the inspiration behind Evelyn? You know, like sort of the grudge-ish character where she's, or what's the fuck is that? Goddamn, is it the Grudge? I don't know. It's the one with the well and whatever. Okay, Evelyn. Evelyn, this is hard, but I'm going to put Evelyn on A tier. I think A tier for Evelyn because if you don't know much about the lore, if you take it at face value, she is the Ring. Yeah, thank you, Straight Bullet. Thank you. It's the Ring. Okay, any movie from like the early 2000s just get mixed up for me. So if you take her character at face value, that's the problem. You know, you get cringe moments. It's like, well, whatever. But if you're really into the lore, like her lore video that I made was one of the like funnest to investigate and to figure out like what the connections are, and the fact that she had sisters and shit like that. I love that actually. So in that sense, she would be S plus tier, but we're gonna put her in A tier because just the combined, you know, cringe and everything, and just the showing up out of nowhere on the third act of the game. Definitely A tier. Yeah, I would put A tier. Story wise, sure, but boss fight was awful. Yeah, boss fight was pretty. A lot of people felt like it was. I'm still scared about the ghost lady. I'm definitely don't play RE for the lore. I've only played RE4 and RE7. Yeah, so overall, I think, you know, Evelyn would be A tier. Thanks for anyone that's joining into the stream. Thank you for the support. Again, after this stream, we're gonna jump over to Twitch. I'm doing a Resident Evil 4 Mercs 100k point challenge. That's gonna be awesome. Of course, every time I die, which I will die because I fucking suck, I gotta splash myself with cold water. We'll get to that. You know, if you guys want to check that out, of course. I bet they'll copy paste Marguerite as Olga in the Village game because I heard Olga is gonna play a lot like Marguerite. There are very, very like obvious similarities. What the fuck was that? Okay, I can't see that, but anyone, whoever did that, thank you. Okay, who should we do next, guys? Marguerite or Gator? I'm gonna go with Gator. Gators did. Do we need a refresher for Gators because they had a very small part in Zoe. Gators. There's a lot of Let's Players reacting to the Gator. Well, this is probably really funny. The Gators, you know, they're stand-ins for traps, I guess. You know, if you fall, you get gatored up. Gator C tier, Gator C or B. I would go with C. I think that's a fair. They're not memorable enough, I think, to merit B tier. So definitely C tier for Gators. They're pretty cool though. You can punch them and shit. Ooh, I just remembered that you can punch Gators. S tier. S tier. No, I'm just kidding. C tier. All right. What's your Twitch, Nacho? All right, let me just go ahead and throw this up one more time before I forget. This is going to be the 100k point challenge. That's Twitch TV single player Nacho. That's going to be really fun. Said me, basically. So after this stream, very shortly, you should probably join that up if you want to just hang out and talk about Resident Evil or any other topics. You know, I stray off a lot. So Marguerite, my beautiful Marguerite. Where does she go, guys? Where does Marguerite go? Where does Marguerite go? Marketing ploy. It will end up as a hallucination. S tier. A. S. Marguerite B or A for me. A. B for Blue Waffle. Thank you. Jack Leno. Okay. A tier. Leaning A. All right. Here's the thing. All right. I have another notification. Thank you to that person. I think that's for my Twitch. I'm not even sure. I'm so lost. This is like my 4th or 3rd stream probably ever. But thank you to whoever did that. Thank you. So, Marguerite, right? 2 things on Marguerite. Again, a very well-written character. I think layered, the mother figure of the Baker family. I think I really like the interactions she had in, I forgot what it was called, but the Zoe DLC where she gets captured. I like those interactions that Marguerite had with Lucas and Zoe. Very, I don't know. This was tough because, yeah, a lot of people are saying A tier, but I'm really thinking about story because I'm sort of like a story guy. So I'm thinking about, this is tough because that freaking boss fight. Let me just remind you guys how freaking, I'm gonna spell her name wrong, but let's just remind you guys how terrifying. All right, Wendy's. If you guys want Wendy's after the stream, I implore you. Wendy's S tier. We should do a fast food tier list. S tier for Wendy's. I think Wendy's is pretty good. Anyway, this boss fight, guys. And by the way, thanks for Boss Fight Database for providing this clip. I'm just using it, but this was horrifying. This was actually very horrifying. So I'm thinking S tier, honestly. I could see the reluctance to put her in S tier because she sort of fits into a, obvious crazy woman, the crazy bad female. What am I saying? The moms that you would see in horror movies like Jason Voorhees' mom or whatever. This is good. I mean, come on, guys. This is hard, actually. This is fucking scary. So, okay, I think it's pretty unanimous for me anyway. I'm going to say S tier for Marguerite. Marguerite, just well-written character. Awesome boss fight. Awesome design. It's fucking terrifying. It's like something out of The Thing. S tier for me, I think. This is fair. Yeah, S tier. The Clancer. Oh yeah, and we're not even talking about the DLC appearances that Marguerite had. That was pretty good too. I think she was pretty solid in terms of every appearance that she did have. Every time she had screen time. I sound like a friggin' movie nerd now, but when she was on the screen, it was awesome. It was impressive. It was very memorable, I think. So S tier for Marguerite. Very close to her love interest. They're aren't they cute, by the way? Aren't they the cutest couple? All that fights that broke out. Okay, Swamp Man. Where do we put Swamp Man, guys? We need Leon boss fight in R8. That would be fucking insane. His hair becomes like tentacles and shit. He still has the 90s haircut. S tier for S tier for Swamp Man. B tier. I think B tier is pretty. I think that's where I'm starting off with Swamp Man. Of course, we all know that Swamp Man is Jack Baker. It's just B tier. Yeah, I think I have to go with B tier overall. We're not even really delving into why that B tier. I think it's just perfect B tier. Yeah. I believe Leon will be in RE8 because they can recycle the character molded for the RE4 remake. Okay. Well, thank you for the comment, Lil Kanak. Chris punches models, guys. Chris punches models, supermodels. Okay. Salt Man is good for B tier. Yeah, I think Salt Man's pretty. I think that's where I was already going to place him anyway. But molded. All right, so we have, let's get these molded guys out of the way. So like I said, the molded design, it is very similar overall. I mean, we're just talking about, like a cockroach texture to most of the molded. But like I said, it's a more mature game, so it needs more grounded designs, I guess. You can't really have anything like a giant Magini. Okay, sorry guys. I know it's called Magini or something. I'm pronouncing it wrong. But you can't have something like this, in Resident Evil 7. It's kind of hard to pull that off. So that's why the molded looks like they do. That's why they look like they do. and that goes for fat molded and quick molded. So molded, just based off the reaction that I had when I first saw this thing, very close to the Regenerator, sort of close to one of my most favorite Resident Evil monster designs ever. I think A tier for molded would be fair. Molded C tier. Wow. Interesting. Molded S. A. Yeah, I think A tier overall. I mean, we're putting Mama Mold in A tier. We gotta put molded A tier. Moldy A. Yeah. So let's get to quick molded. I think these fuckers were so annoying. They were so annoying in the highest difficulty, Madhouse. Jesus Christ, they would not. They were such a problem. Actually, they were so annoying. I think C tier. Yeah, I think that's where I was gonna put them. C tier overall. You know, they are sort of the jumpy kind, sort of remind you of liquors, I guess. But I mean, if they had a little bit more to them, because they're sort of just thinner, design molded. Again, you know, we're giving the molded the benefit of the doubt because this is a more mature themed game. So annoying, deadly. Yeah, they were very, very annoying and deadly. I would agree with that. Thanks to anyone that's jumping onto the stream again. Again, thank you so much for the support. And fat molded. I actually really liked the introduction of this character. Monster. It was like a live TV show with featuring Lucas. You know, I think fat molded, just based off of that, I think we can safely put fate molded on B tier. You guys are thinking A? Yeah, I think I would actually put them upper B tier, lower A. Overall, just sort of like a bullet sponge. You know, they just sort of put them there as a variation of the original molded. But yeah, I think upper B tier from fat molded, just based off of that introduction. That shit was tight. So fumer. Who the fuck is what is a fumer? What is a fumer? I know that's Resident Evil 7. A tier. Introduction was really good. No, it was, yeah. Yes, Slippery Snake, I would agree with you. Shout out. Shout out to Rogelio Moreno. Shout out. Fumer B. It was in I'm Not a Hero. That's the thing. Like the newer molded, they're kind of hard to can we find a I don't know if we'll find a is it it's these. Oh, these are cool actually. If it's this, I don't know. This person might have gotten it wrong. Oh, these things were so fucking annoying. And creepy looking too. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, what about these little guys? The little monsters. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they needed like a special sort of ammo to kill to completely destroy. What is that shit, dude? See that face? Oh, Jesus. Horrible. Yeah, horrifying. Turrets. Can we find a place holder for turrets? I think this turrets S tier for Tal. B tier. Okay, yeah, I think B tier is pretty cool because they have this whole different mechanic to fumers. I think that's pretty cool. Overall, I would say fumer and its little accomplices go to the B tier. Unfortunately, I don't think those things are here. So I think we have one more, guys. I think we have one more for the Resident Evil 7 tier list. And thanks to everyone that's jumping in. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. And Lucas, this is a very hotly debated villain. You know, not really a monster, I guess. So where are we putting Lucas, guys? Where are we putting Lucas? One of the most enigmatic characters, I think. I think it was a really cool introduction to the Resident Evil series as well, just overall. A tier, B tier, S tier. S tier. He was really funny to me. He was pretty funny. If you think murder is funny, I think he was very funny. Anyway, S, B, S. Very interesting. He's inspired off of Saw and Cube. We have to remember that Lucas wasn't essentially involved in the sort of the battle. You know, he was the mastermind behind putting all these traps together, these puzzles and stuff. A, because his boss fight was average. That's right, he did have a boss. Let's check out the boss fight. Let's check out the Lucas boss fight. Lucas, and not a hero. Lucas boss fight. It was whatever. I felt like they just sort of threw it in, you know, at the very end. HBO Max. Shout out to Bugs Bunny and shit. We're gonna check this out. 1 second. This was cool though, actually. Like this interaction he had with Chris Redfield. Check this out. Try to jump scare Chris. You can't do that. Not unless you're a boulder. A very scary boulder. Jump with a knife, dude. just off of that, okay? Lucas's combat skills. I think that puts him in pretty low D tier, but okay, let's see what else happens. A tier. Okay, there's a lot of S tier, great dialogue and boss fight. That's where I'm leaning, honestly, because there is a lot of great dialogue from Lucas.
No way.
Just shut up and accept it, Lucas.
Love that, wouldn't you?
Very Jack Baker of him.
We've got a situation down here.
Yeah, this is tight, dude. Oh, I remember this. Okay. It's like a tyrant. Yo, okay. This is difficult, guys, because I fucking already pre-planned some of these, and I had my heart set on some of these. I think, you know, I think we can safely put Lucas on A tier. A tier was fine. You know, because overall, he is the rogue character. He was a standout character for sure, but we do need to see a little bit more of him in terms of, because this is a monsters tiers list, so we need to see a little bit more of him, because that boss fight was very, I feel like, thrown together, and I don't even remember the design. Like, let's look at a more close up. Lucasa monster. Yeah, no, this is Jack. Oh, this is the one. I guess you can sort of see. I can't see shit, but yeah, I mean, yeah, all right, it was all right. Like, in terms of dialogue, though, he was pretty cool. He was pretty cool. Triple headed. So I think this is about it, guys. This is my Resident Evil 7 tier list for monsters. Here we have it. Why don't we recount? Jack Baker and Marguerite, easily S tier. Very well designed characters. Boss fights were cool. Dialogue was amazing. Story implementation was great. Involvement in the series, and just the fact that they're like double-sided. You know, when we look at them when they're normal, it's a very heartbreaking story. I mean, easily S+ tier. Anyway, you know, what about the big bugs? That's right. You know, there are, I think some of them are missing, but you know, basically these are the important ones. You know, sort of, we are missing those little things that came with the Fumer. So overall, the Baker family did rank pretty high. I think none of them really were poor. I don't think any of them were bad. Where's Thanos? Where's Thanos? Okay. Anyway, we'll do a Thanos tier list for a future video. So A tier, Evelyn, awesome character, very creepy with the, and just detailed to the point where there's this whole old model of Evelyn. I mean, there's just so much you can do story wise there. You know, the clown from Lucas Trap Room. That's a good. Let's look that up. Lucas clown. This shit is scary, dude. This is so scary. I love this part of the game, actually. This was really creepy. Clancy would be S tier though, for sure. You look nice, Nacho, no homo. Well, thank you, Relentless Chaos. I'm trying here. I'm sweating like a pig. It's really hot in here. But yes, basically, I love this. This game was amazing. This game was awesome. Just as a transitional game, you know. So those are my picks. If you guys want to, I should probably throw up a link to this. I'll throw up a link on the about section. But this is the tier. This is the tiers. This is where they belong, I think. They're sort of, you know, I think you guys can probably disagree more or less with where I put Evelyn. I saw a lot of people going for S tier, but I do put her in high A tier anyway. And Swap Man, S tier. Yeah, you guys can make that argument, you know. Next tier list, I'm thinking overall just Resident Evil games in general. That would be pretty cool to do, of course. And more monsters, more characters, weapons. I think that would be pretty cool. Tiers list for weapons. We'll see. And just like an overall like series tiers list, like all monsters. That would be really hard. Cause just look at this huge list, dude. Look at this shit. Like, what is even? Who's Ivan? Ivan. S tier. And Derek. See, because I'm pretty sure that's from Resident Evil 6. I didn't even play Resident Evil 6 that much. So, Yawn. S tier. So that's where we at, guys. That's where we're at. So if you guys want to make your own tier list, it will be in the description. I'm gonna jump off of this. Thanks to everyone for supporting the stream and checking out the stream. Thank you guys so much, honestly, and just the love on the channel. All the videos that I get, all those comments that I get. Thank you guys, honestly, all of you guys. Thank you guys so much. And I'm gonna be jumping onto Twitch, and we're gonna do the Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries 100k point challenge. It's kind of tough. I don't think so. I mean, for the average player, it would be pretty tough to get to 100k. But we're going to jump on there if you guys want to check that out. Here's the ad that I made. Such a poor ad. But yeah, there it is. 100k point challenge on Twitch. So I'm going to jump on that right away, right after this stream's over. If you guys want to check it out, we're going to talk about more Resident Evil 8 stuff, and just life in general, because it's hot as fuck in this room, and it's probably global warming or the coronavirus. I'm not sure. You guys better be wearing your mask so you don't end up like any of these fucks, okay? Please wear a mask so you don't end up like Nosferatu, which is S tier. All right. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for checking out the stream again. Here's my big ugly face before we head out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks. I mean, I can't even thank you enough, really. Thank you. All right, guys, see you there. Twitch TV. Thank you.